morning, guys. Miss Wainwright's outside today. My friends know I love it outside. Like, I wish I could live outside. I wonder if that's possible. Just be outside all the time. I decided to come outside this morning, and I realized it's a little nippy today. It's a little bit chilly. And so I had to go back in and put on a big, warm sweater in April, because we're in Alabama. We don't know. We might have snow one day, and then we could have tropical 78-degree weather 2 days later. And it's a little windy this morning, but I love the wind. I feel like the wind, when it's blowing across your face, it's like just being caressed by the beautiful universe. And we live in such a beautiful world, guys. And I hope you're concentrating daily on the beauty that is in your world. I know I am super concentrated on just the little things right now, being at home and slowing down and being, not going, not doing, not rushing, just enjoying, just being outside and enjoying nature. So Miss Wainwright's going to try in this windy situation to read you guys a book this morning. And I just realized when I was picking out books for my next few read alouds that we've read a lot of fiction and we haven't read any nonfiction. So I picked out this cool book, Do Frogs Drink Hot Chocolate? How Animals Keep Warm. Okay, and I just love that cover. Look at him. He is so stinking cute with his scarf and his gloves on and a big cup of hot chocolate. This is written by Etta Kaner, and it's illustrated by John Martz. So we're going to find out. Do frogs drink hot chocolate? When it gets cold out, do animals turn up the heat? I know I turned on the heat yesterday in my house, and I had the air on the day before. No. So how do they survive the chilly weather? Let's find out. Do frogs drink hot chocolate to keep warm? This reminds me of Frog and Toad. Frog and Toad, the characters that we read about, their cool little friendship. No. Some frogs don't even try to keep warm. The Alaskan wood frog turns into a frog sickle. What? It spends the winter with most of its body frozen. When the air warms up, the frog warms up too. Man, that's what I call chilling. Do penguins snuggle with a friend? Yes. Oh, they're my favorite because I love snuggling and hugging. In winter, thousands of emperor penguins come together in a giant huddle. It's warm in the middle, but cold on the outside. So what do? The penguins shuffle. Taking small steps, they slowly change places. That way, they all get a turn in the middle. Is that not amazing that God made them to share and to be considerate and kind to one another? And they all take turns getting to be in the middle of the huddle. Guys, is that not so cool? I just love nature and creation. Do butterflies sunbathe? Why, yes, they do. Butterflies can't fly if they are cold, and they can't make their own heat. So what do? Catch some rays. If it's cold, a butterfly will sit on a rock or log and stretch its wings. Then the sun warms up its flight muscles. I didn't know they had flight muscles. That's really cool. Do foxes wear earmuffs? No. Arctic foxes have small furry ears. The fur helps, but so does the size. Ears stick out into the cold air. A fox's body can lose heat that way. Smaller ears don't stick out as much as big ears, so they lose less heat. Oh, isn't he beautiful? Do turtles jump up and down to keep warm? No. Many turtles will burrow into the mud and dead leaves at the bottom of a pond. The water there is cold, but it never freezes. It usually stays at about 39 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 3.8 degrees Celsius. That's the perfect temperature for turtles who like to snooze while they wait for spring. That is so cool. He's just burrowed into the mud. Do polar bears build houses? Yes. Pregnant polar bears build dens, but not with wood and hammers. Instead, a mama bear uses her sharp claws to dig out a cave in the snow. When it's finished, she crawls inside to have her babies. The den keeps them all safe and warm until spring. Oh, is that not precious? That's the nesting instinct when a mama starts getting ready for her new baby. Do whales wear snowsuits? No. Whales have blubber under their skin. This layer of fat keeps their body heat in and the cold out. Whale blubber can be up to 12 inches. That's also 30 centimeters thick. 12 inches thick, guys. That's like this thick. This thick layer of blubber. That's a lot of blubber. I bet that does keep you warm, though. That's like having on a big old thick fur parka coat. It also stores energy, so whales can keep going for a long time without eating. That is really cool. Do squirrels curl up under blankets? Yes, sort of. Squirrels have built-in blankets. When it's cold out, they wrap their long, bushy tails around themselves so their body heat won't escape. And that's not all. As the temperature drops, less blood flows into their tails. Instead, it stays in their bodies to help them stay warm. That is very interesting. Just another amazing little fact about creation. Do monkeys take hot baths to keep warm? Yes. Can you believe it? Japanese macaques, something. If I had my phone, I'd Google it right quick and figure out what that means or how to pronounce that. So these Japanese, some type of monkey, Macaques. Maybe you could look that up and figure out how to say it. We love to do pronunciation in my class and let the phone tell us how to say stuff. There are places in Japan where hot water bubbles up naturally from the ground to form pools. After playing in the snow, the monkeys will jump into these hot pools to warm up. Did you know there's places in Arkansas too called they're hot springs where the hot water bubbles up out of the ground? I've always wanted to go there. It's on my bucket list. I want to go there and get in a hot spring. Do tuataras sit by a campfire? Well, I don't know. I don't even know what a tuatara is. Look at that. That looks like some kind of alligator or something. Tuatara's bodies cannot make heat, so no, they do not sit by a campfire. But birds' bodies can. So what does a tuatara do? No way. It has a sleepover with a little bird called a fairy prion. We need pronunciation. The heat from the bird helps keep the tuatara from getting too chilly overnight. Y'all, how cool is that? That bird, that is so cool. Do honeybees use teamwork? Yes. Look at that. They built a pyramid. In the winter, honeybees form a cluster around the queen bee. Then they shiver together. By vibrating their wing muscles, they raise the air temperature in the hive. This keeps the queen toasty warm. How do bees have energy for all this shivering? They eat honey. I've been getting honey from Piggly Wiggly out here in Asheville, and it's from beehives that are on Saney Road in Argo, and it's delicious, guys. It's very good for you, too. It helps build your immunities. It helps with allergies this time of the year. Do birds fly south? Yes and no. In winter, some birds fly south in search of food and warmth. Other birds survive wintry weather by eating as much as possible. This gives their bodies energy to keep warm. Feathers help too. When they're fluffed up, they trap warm air next to a bird's skin. Ooh. I love this. It's showing them waiting in the airport. That's just too cool, isn't it? They're going to fly south on Delta. Do guanacos wear leg warmers to keep warm? Yes, sort of. They look kind of like a llama, don't they? They have thick woolly coats, but there is very little fur on their legs. When it's cold outside, these chilly little guys just lie down with their legs tucked under their bodies. That keeps them nice and warm. All of the animals in this book have special ways to survive the cold. But what about you? What do you do to keep warm? We layer on the clothes, don't we? Like Miss Wainwright had to pull out this winter sweater this morning to make sure I stayed warm out here in the chilly, windy weather of this April morning. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this book, and I will include the AR level and the quiz number in the description of the video, and you guys can take the AR test. I have been super excited to see all the AR tests that my sweet friends are taking on books that Miss Wainwright is reading and also on books that they are reading themselves. Readers are leaders. Readers can do anything, guys. Don't you forget that. I hope y'all have a fabulous day today. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.